It is not an all-out war, but it's awfully close. And right now, this back-and-forth firing between Hamas and Israel is preparing to take a pause, a temporary humanitarian ceasefire, so they can get aid into Gaza, where upwards of 1 million people are without water and where most of the casualties have been civilians. Many signs point to Israel now preparing to move on the ground. They've activated 52,000 ground troops in a nation where military service is mandatory. This cycle of violence continues when Hamas launches rockets into Gaza. From Gaza, rather, Israel hits back. Well, today, sadly, our cameras were there when disaster struck, when civilians were hit and killed in Gaza, including 4 children. It's where we start again here tonight. Our chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, has made his way to Tel Aviv. Richard, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. This brief pause, which goes into effect tomorrow, isn't even an attempt to try to end this conflict. It's just a way to get some supplies to the people of Gaza. In fact, this conflict seems to be escalating, with nearly 200 Israeli airstrikes against the Gaza Strip today and about 100 rockets being fired from Gaza into Israel. But it is in Gaza, where they have no shelters, no air defenses, where they are seeing the brunt of the casualties.
Our camera recorded the shot. An Israeli shell smashing into a Gaza City port. It was broad daylight. There was no warning. It wasn't the precision war Israel says it's fighting. A group of boys, cousins, playing on the beach, now were running for their lives. Until seconds later, another shell hit. Israel claimed it was firing on Hamas militants at the port, but the dead were 4 young boys. Several others from the same extended family were wounded, including Mu'tasim. He managed to crawl up the beach to a nearby hotel. Medics rushed the boys to a hospital. Parents started to arrive, unsure what happened, but expecting the worst. A mother asked, "Where is my son? Where is my love?" Then her worst fears came true. "Pray for your son. Pray for your son," a relative told her. He is now a martyr. As word spread, the other boys' families arrived. "What were the boys doing?" a father asked. "They didn't have any rockets." "He was my only son," said another. Inside the hospital, NBC's Ayman Mohyeddin spoke with the wounded boy Mu'tasim. He could barely talk, shaking and bleeding. "We were playing," Mu'tasim said. "I was with my cousins. Then they died." He was wheeled away for more treatment. Outside, crowds gathered. They wanted to take the boys' bodies to give them a hero's funeral. Grief turned to anger as hundreds joined the procession. In this neighborhood, 4 dead boys became martyrs. Only a few hours earlier, they were just boys playing on a beach.
And Brian, tonight, the Israeli military, in a statement, said the incident on the beach is under investigation, but blamed Hamas for fighting from urban areas.